Hello everyone, I am Jobin Keecheril and a student at UnnatiDevelopment Training Center, skilling up under the guidance of my mentor Sir Ashutosh Bhakre. Today in this video, we will be deploying a LAMP stack on Google Cloud Platform. We will be using components like Cloud SQL, Compute Engine VMs and also access an object from a cloud storage. So let us begin this video. First, we will navigate to the menu section and choose the Cloud SQL. Now we will click on the Create Instance button. As you can see, we have both the options to use as our database, that is MySQL and PostgreSQL. So I'll be using MySQL. So it is asking for the instance ID. So I'll be naming my Cloud SQL instance or the database instance as mydb10. I'll set up a root password. Root password can be anything you'd like. Also, the region I'd like to deploy MySQL is on US Central 1 and the zone US Central 1-A. I'll be using the database version as MySQL 5.7. After filling up this, I'll just click on Create button. As we can see, the instance is being created. Now, as I said earlier, this will take a little bit of time. So let us deploy our VM till then. Here, I'd search for the compute engine and I'll be creating the VM instances. Click on the button Create. Here you can see where we can create our instance. So let's name my instance as my VM10. I'll keep the region same as Cloud SQL's, that is US Central 1, and zone as US Central 1-A. Machine configuration, I'll be keeping it as basic. So here's the catch. We need to allow the firewall for HTTP traffic. Also, since it is a LAMP stack, I know that few packages are needed for deployment purpose. So I'll be just writing my automation script here. That is apt get update. I'll need to update my package repos. Then apt get install Apache 2 PHP MySQL and -y. -y would be the yes option. And lastly, we will have to restart Apache 2 service. Now you can just click on the create button and your VM would be created. As you can see, the VM and also our Cloud SQL is taking a little time to get deployed. So until then, we'll be deploying our cloud storage. Cloud storage is also looked as a bucket. It is a service model in which data is transmitted and stored on remote storage. So to create a cloud storage, we'll be using the command gsutils. Gsutil mb, that is make bucket, -l for location, and the environment variable, and enter. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now, as we can see, our bucket is now ready. That is our cloud storage. I have a picture on my cloud shell, that is unnati.jpg. I need to copy this picture into my cloud storage. So I'll be using the command gsutil cp unnati.jpg to gs :/ that is my cloud name, cloud storage name, and unnati.jpeg. Enter. As we can see, the copying is now completed and we have it inside our cloud storage. To verify once again, we can just go through gsutil ls and our bucket name. This would be showing us that unnati.jpg is inside our cloud bucket, but we know that it is not accessible publicly. So I'll just show you once again. Cloud storage. See, this is my cloud storage, and inside this I have my object unnati.jpeg. But as we can see, this is not publicly available. So to change the ACLs, we will be using gsutil ACL ch-u all users :r and gs : dev shell project id /unnati.jpeg. Okay, so it says that the ACLs on unnati.jpeg has been updated. Let's verify. I'll just reload the page. And now I can see that the public URL for this image is now available. So let's get back to our VM. Here it says that our VM instance has been deployed and our Cloud SQL is also been deployed. We'll just verify. As we can see, the Apache page, default page, is now ready. This means that the packages have been installed properly. I'll just log into my instance via SSH. And I'll copy the script for the PHP so we can understand if our connection has successfully done. So here it is. We'll just create a new page . And we'll paste a script in here. I'll just uncomment few lines. And it should be done. So this is a script and we'll need it, but before setting up this we have to change the DB server, DB user and DB password. For this, let's get back to our Cloud SQL. see, as my DB10 has been deployed, we can just get into it, and now we'll have to provide a connection or a network to our instance. We'll click on add network and we'll name it as my VM10, and the public IP address, I'll get it from here. And lastly, the subnet. Done, and we have to click on save. As we can see, this operation is pending and it is being updated. This is creating a network or a connection between the database and the VM. Once it is done, we also will have to add an user for our database. We'll have to wait until the MySQL is updated. Okay, so now we can click on add user, and I'll provide the username as Jobin and password, and I'll select the allow any host option and click on add. The account Jobin has been added. Now let's click on overview and get back to the SQL page and get a public IP address for the Cloud SQL instance. I'll copy it and I'll just feed it into my index.php. So now this IP address serves the DB server of my PHP application. I'll change the username as Jobin and password as Red Hat. I'll save the page and we'll just click on our public IP address of the VM and provide the page name, and we can see that the connection has been established and the database connection has succeeded. But again, now to talk about the cloud storage or the bucket, we'll just use the public URL for the image that we have uploaded on our bucket. GCP test, that's a bucket name, and the object that is unnati.jpg will copy the public URL and then we'll just paste it in the index.php and save our page. Now we will just reload our VM instance IP and we'll see that the image that was uploaded to the cloud bucket or the cloud storage is now available on our PHP application. Henceforth, the connection between the GCP cloud VMs and the cloud SQL has been successfully done, and we've also accessed or we've also added an object from our cloud storage that is on GCP. Thank you and stay tuned for more videos.